we will see another very important aspect, and that aspect is called Bhakti Yoga. We had seen that Param Purusharth is the Moksha Purusharth, and to attain that Moksha Purusharth, the infrastructure is the Varnashram, and the course of discipline is the 3 yogas. Where does Bhakti stand in these 3 yogas? Let us now see that. From 3 standpoints we will discuss the Bhakti today. There are 3 standpoints from which we will see the meaning of devotion today. What is the 3 standpoint? First standpoint is, let us understand how Bhakti starts in our life. Bhakti starts in our life when we see that on various issues we are not able to cope up. We feel very weak on certain matter. So wherever you need something, but you don't have a power to get it, and you have exhausted all your means. I am repeating it. Wherever we need something urgently, number 1, I put effort to get it. I throw my hands and legs to get it, but I have exhausted my resources. When I have exhausted my resources, please put off, all of you, please put off your mobiles. When we have exhausted our resources in getting something, then we start seeking something, the same thing from the higher. We don't have too much of knowledge who is that God. We don't have too much of knowledge of how to approach Him, what is the way of propitiate Him. But the basic unit of bhakti is just prayer. In any language, in any language, in any dharma, all the religions of the world, and all people of the world, irrespective of race or irrespective of religion, I feel everybody, human being, must have prayed. Whether he is black or white, African, American, Indian, North Indian, poor, rich, there is no person in this world who must not have prayed at a certain time. And why this prayer is there? Because at a certain time, on certain matter, I feel very lonely, I feel very powerless, I feel I will lose everything. And that is the basic unit of our devotion. It is called bhakti. As we go ahead, we feel that the very praying gives us strength. Forget about getting the fruit of prayer. The praying itself gives us strength. While you are praying, that time only you feel stronger. While you are praying, that time you feel connected to the infinite power. I have not yet got the fruit of my prayer. I have not yet got what I wanted. But prayer was a canopy. Slowly it becomes a canopy through which I get in touch with the infinite power. The finite Jeev gets in touch with infinite Ishwar in the canopy of words of prayers. Actually speaking, I wanted, therefore I went. But slowly, I forgot what I wanted and I'm in touch with the God. When you get strength from the praying itself, your frequency of praying increases and your intensity of praying increases and your recurrence of praying increases. So, this frequency and intensity of praying was a method through which I feel stronger. I feel that I remember the Lord. Is it okay? So this way, prayer is a mode or a channel through which I get connected. And I have many causes why I wanted God. I have my financial problem. Everybody has financial problem. Health issues, relational problem, mental problem, everybody has. And those who think they don't have, they have more problem. So, and spiritual problems are there, money, house problems are there. Children, everybody must have prayed for their children. Everybody must have prayed for their husband, wife. Everybody may not have prayed for their father, mother. So, so we all have prayed. And with many causes we have prayed. Slowly, this praying brings something God does. Prayer is the biggest power. Something God does which you don't expect. You didn't expect. Something happens by the prayer. Something, some changes come which you had not expected because of that prayer. When that changes come, slowly and steadily, you reduce the causes of prayer. Even without cause, I go to God. When you reduce the cause of prayer, then slowly the selfish love towards the Lord slowly goes towards selflessness. And what is the selflessness in love? More are the causes for love. More is selfishness or selflessness? Selfishness. More are the causes in loving. I love you because you gave me food. That means if you don't give me, I won't love you. I love you because you respect me. I love you because you love me, therefore. If you don't love me, then I also will stop loving you. You love me because I love you because you are my mother. More are the causes in love, more impure and more selfish is the love. Slowly in our love towards the Lord, we reduce the causes and medium of love. Only what do you mean by medium? Medium is I was praying in the morning and evening. Maybe when I was praying on Tuesday. Here is very common fashion to pray on Tuesday. They don't eat non-veg on that day. Therefore they don't come to the ashram also sometimes, other than Tuesday. They are so guilty that they don't come on other days because they have eaten non-veg. You can still come, no, don't worry about that, even if you eat. So more are the mediums in loving. More is the grosser love. More, when you start coming closer to God, you lessen the medium or causes and lessen the causes of love is lesser, and medium of love is lesser. So it's not that in the morning, evening I remember and pray. I pray now at any time. The mediums, the opportunity to love is and pray is more and more. When slowly, when your prayer intensifies, slowly, instead of Instead of making the God means and the world end, slowly you transform yourself and make God the end and world the means. So second stage, first stage was that I was having lot of causes and lot of means. Medium was, causes was more and medium were more. Now causes are less and medium is less. This lessening of the causes is evolution of devotion. I love you, I will love you, anything you do for me, that is higher love is there. Lord Krishna left gopis, still they loved him. So lesser are the causes and lesser are the mediums, then more is the love. I hope you understand that. Is it okay? So this is the second stage of love. So I don't love God because He gave me money, or because He gave me good health, because He, transferred me where I wanted. Even now without that also I love Him. Even if I am in pain, then also I love Him. Because instead of getting with something, you discovered the joy of causeless loving and mediumless loving. This discovery that I should love only when He gives me, this joy is lesser than the thought that even if you don't give me, I will still love you. With any person also is there. You know why saints are able to love the one who hurt them? Because there is more joy in loving the one, even if the person hurts, rather than loving the one if he gives me joy. There is an evolution in his thinking pattern. There is a growth in his thinking pattern. Now, this is the second stage. And therefore, in Bhagavad there is one line, it says, Tatyanukampam susamikshmanah bhunjane vatma kritam vipakam hridvak vapubi vidadan namaste jive toyo mukti pade sadaya bhak. Brahmaji says, devotees are not the one who don't pratiksha. There is no waiting for love, but susamikshatam. Tatyanukampam susamikshatam. They all the time find out how God's grace is there. So first stage was that I was loving with the more cause and more medium. Now my causes and mediums are lesser. In world also, bole, my wife cooks food, therefore I love. Even if she has not done, still my love is not that because she has not cooked, therefore I am very irritated today. Well, even if she has not done, I have already decided. Again Bhagwan Ram. I just don't know which example doesn't fit in him. He loved Kekai causelessly. Because even when Kekai was loving him, still he was loving Kekai. Even when Kekai banished him, still his love was not small and lessened. Even when Kekai hurt him actually it is an insult. It's an insult to ask to go to the forest without cause. Even if she snubbed and insulted him, still it was love. Anybody, those who are great people, they are committed forever. Their commitment is not loose commitment. This is the sign of selflessness of a person. So when God enters our life, then second stage is that you are having lesser causes and lesser medium to love. And lesser causes and lesser medium is called, now world is the means and God is the end. Oh God, even if you give me poverty, I love you. Even if you give me problems, I love you. And it is not that in the morning and evening only I will pray. more are the time, even if I don't physically pray, mentally I remember you. समझ गया? Even if it is not afternoon, it was not Ekadashi, still I, even while everything, slowly to that extent that everything reminds me of God. It's not that, today, I had no satsang, therefore remembrance was not there. No, even without satsang also, I do remember a lot. And every remembrance gives me some strength in me, gives me some joy in me. This is the second stage of devotion. Okay? Now, let us go a little further. And another thing happens. So, causelessness, less cause, less medium. And third is more intensity. What is more intensity? Earlier when I was remembering, lot of other thoughts were also there. Now other thoughts are lesser. Exclusion of other thought. And only one thought is there, that is called intensity. Bole he na, he is an intense singer. That means when he sings, he forgets everything. He is very focused. He is an intense speaker. He is an intense teacher. It's a good word. Intense is a good word. He is an intense, person. He is very focused. Intensity gives dazzling performance. Sachin was an intense batsman. He was an intense batsman. Not that while batting his mind was running here and there, 10 thoughts were there. Before going on the crease, they say he was the one who practiced for maximum number of hours before the test match started. Everybody went to their hotel, used to be on the net, still practicing. 5 hours. Intensity is required. And fourth thing happens, extensity increases. So you can, now more hours are there. These four things are parameters of love. Again I'll repeat, less causes, less medium, more intensity, more extensity. These four are the one which define the love of any person. More hours he can give. Earlier he was doing job for 1 hour, now he can do for 2 hours, 4 hours. Earlier he could meditate only for 20 minutes, now he can meditate for 1 hour, 2 hours. That is called extensity is increased. When this increases, this is the second stage. This is second stage of devotion. First stage is lot of medium, lot of causes, less intensity and less extensity. I'm not intense. I just 2 minutes I pray and enough. I do half mala enough. I can concentrate only for a few seconds. Otherwise, I start looking here and there. I start breaking my finger like that. While doing dhyan, again I start. Again I see here and there. So this is a less intense person. He is not that focused. But when you go ahead, Lord does something in your life to make His presence felt. If He has not done, you cannot progress. Response should be from His side also. If Lord does not give the response, then devotion cannot increase. He has to give. If none of your prayers have been answered at any time, I don't think so, you can come to second stage. If God has not given you something wonderful in your life, you cannot love God. You can't ask beggar to love God. He didn't get his bread. Some people say sometimes, we should have talk for beggars also. I said, give him food. They don't need your talk. Give them food and shelter. Give them basic medicine facilities. Medical facilities you give them. They need that. After getting that, you can talk about that. They don't want to listen to anything. If God has not given you something, then I don't think so. you can progress in devotion. If you come to me 10 times and I don't meet you any time, or what you asked, I don't talk to you, I don't meet you, I don't think so you can love me after that. And then you will say, I don't think so he loves me or I can love him. This is what goes with the God also. This is the second stage is there. We all started our spiritual journey only by prayers. All started the big edifice which you are seeing today, that Ramayana, Gita, Bhagavad, Upanishads, etc. All that had a basic unit that you started talking to God. And some prayers got answered. And something God gave which you did not expect also. For which you not prayed also. But it was good. Sometimes we don't know what we need. God wants to give something bigger. I asked something smaller. He gave something big also. Is it okay? The second stage is there. So remember, the love, 4 things are there. Less causes, less medium, more intensity, more extensity. When you know, he is very close to me. This person is close to me. What do you mean? You mean, even if he does something, I accept him. Medium is less. I don't hide too many things from him. Our love has decreased. Why? Some medium came in between you. We were close earlier, no longer we are. Why? This issue came up. This issue came up. This matter divided us. Lesser medium is there. What does it mean? That, I share everything with him. Even my most intimate feelings I share with him. Right? This is what closeness is there. Well, this I don't share with him. This I can't share with him. This I can share. So, more causes, lesser causes, lesser medium, I'm more intense. When I think about him, I'm very intense. Joyful, when you are joyful in thinking about somebody, then only you can have intensity. More is the joy in thinking about someone, more intense you will become. Somebody is very hungry, he will eat the food intensely. Because he is getting a lot of joy in eating. And somebody is not hungry, he will ask 10 questions. What is made? He will ask. What is made? What vegetable is there? 10 questions he will ask. That means not very hungry. Who is very hungry will say, get the food, whatever is there. Whatever is there, we will eat it. And when he is very hungry, then he will eat. He does not want to look at anybody. And don't disturb. Therefore, when a person is there, we should not disturb while eating. Ask too many questions at that time. So allow him to eat properly. So let him eat intensely. He is hungry, he will eat intensely. When joy is in God, you become intense. So exclusion of other thoughts. And extensity is also there. This is the 4 things about the devotion. I hope you are clear. There are a lot of expansion. I have to put the topic today and therefore I want to complete it. Maximum love. Same God. Please be careful. Same God. When devotion increases too much, then same God makes a coincidence that you have the love for his essential nature. Causeless love is not possible other than the self. Again I am saying, causeless love is not possible. You love yourself. For what reason? Even a foolish person loves himself. Even an ugly person loves himself. He is not say because I am ugly, therefore I won't. Everybody loves himself. Because he does everything for himself. Well, but I hate myself. You hate yourself because something was obstructing the love for yourself. Sometime I do something, well, I don't like you don't like yourself. You don't like some habit about yourself. I don't like this habit about myself. So causeless love, number one. Mediumless love is only possible for the self. And third was, intense remembrance is all the time about ourselves. And extensity is all the time. Therefore, causelessness in love, mediumlessness in love, intensity in love, and extensity in love in complete manner is only possible with the self only. This is called parabhakti. Okay? Only okay. Thank God today it will be over. Tomorrow I won't have to come. Guru, it is only 5 days. Next time make it lesser. My extension is not too much. This love, why you love yourself? Tell me. Why you love yourself? Well, I love myself. What? Are you good looking? No. Then are you very good dancer singer? No. Talent is required? No. Because I am of the nature of joy, therefore I love myself. So first is called, three categories of love is there. I am dividing it. Everybody has love. And first is called very basic and inferior kind of devotion. Second is called mediocre type of devotion, mand bhakti, and third is called parabhakti. Parabhakti. I hope this point is clear. Please note one point. One who has parabhakti, he will have other two also. He is not excluding that. One who is loving his self, he will also love God with some medium. And if required, he can also ask for something. So last one, absolute one, doesn't exclude the earlier two. I hope you are getting. When Tulsidas ji had terrible pain, he prayed to Hanumanji and wrote Hanuman Bahuk. He had lot of pain in his arms, Goswami Tulsidas ji. But he said, please remove my pain. So there is Hanuman Bahuk. So he started chanting, composing, we chant. And he started chanting Hanuman Bahuk. So that is not a problem that he can do that. That one who has parabhakti, he will never ask anything from the God. It's not like that. He has that as well. Because he's very intense. This is one layer of devotion. This is one plane is there. I'll quote Gita also where all these things have come. So I don't see the God as the means or end. I see God as myself. This is there. So God love is equal to self-love. And self-realization is equal to God realization. This is the point here. This is called parabhakti. 3 layers of devotion are there. इसीलिए भगवान ने बोला आर्थो अर्थार्थी जिज्ञासु ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. So arth and artharthi, they are the first categories there. Jigyasu is second, and Jnani is the third category which has parabhakti or uttam bhakti is there. Okay. And therefore, very popular shlok you all must be knowing, that when Hanumanji was asked, who are you, by Ramji in Adhyatma Ramayana, he said, Deh drishtya tu dasoham, जीव दृष्टया तो अंशकः आत्म दृष्टया त्वम अहम इति मे उत्तमामति. बोले when I identify with my bodily problem, I am your servant. When as a jeev, I am your part. When as self, I am you only. So this is the division or categorization from the angle of various kinds of love. देखो love's demand is very different, I tell you. क्या है हम समझ में नहीं आता यार. You know, like body has a demand to eat. Body has also certain demands, and you have to fulfill that. It will demand food, water. You can't say I will live without water forever. You cannot do. 1-2 days is enough. Or I can live without food. There is a demand of certain things. Legs demand to walk. Legs demand. Eyes demand to see something. You can't say close your eyes for a long time. Even some people are meditating, still they slowly close their eyes and see others also. Like this they see. They can't. So they close their eyes, they see everybody, and then they slowly open their eyes like that. Are you seeing my eyes open? So they will slowly open. And they will see others also. Well, all are closed. And they see the person next to me, he's also closed. Sometimes he's also seeing at that same time. It is a divine. And he's saying, hey, apna meditation karo. Why are you seeing me? It happened once somewhere. In Rima it happened. Well, do meditation. He said, hey, why are you seeing me? Well, why are you seeing me? So these are certain demands of. कुछ डिमांड है, क्या करें? क्या करें भाई, कुछ डिमांड है ऐसी. I'll tell you, there is a demand of love also. I want to love someone. Please know, demand of love is very biggest demand, but we don't know that demand properly. Demand of love is very strong demand, but we don't fulfill that demand. What is the demand of love? I want to love someone who is strong, who will contradict me. You don't want to love someone who is weak. I want to love someone who is pure. I want to love someone who will be with me at all time. Not that in the morning he is there, evening he will leave me. I want to love someone who is at all places. 4 ho gaya. 5th, I want to love someone. What? Who will never cheat me. Who is not hiding anything. I want to love someone who thinks me I am good, in spite of knowing all my badness. 6 ho gaya. I want to love someone who will be in the next birth also with me. I'm unlikely to get moksha. So I love someone who will be with me next birth also. I want to love someone who gives me highest knowledge. I want to love someone. What? When I'm in trouble, he will take me out of my trouble. I want to love someone who is most beautiful and good looking. This is also one demand. I'm telling you. At least on the mind, he should have beautiful mind. कितना हो गया भाई? 5 or 7? 10? 10 हो गया. I want to love someone. Going there, I don't require anybody. Not that I have to love someone else. All these are our demand of our love. And this demand of the love can be satisfied only by God. No human being can satisfy one of the 10 also. Am I right? If somebody knows us very nicely, will leave us. One day's thought, if somebody knows you, forget about whole life. One day's thought, if anybody knows your whole 24-hour thought, terrible thought are there. Forget about actions, what we have done. Long he will leave you. बोली पागल है, पागल. ये आदमी नहीं, पागल है ये. पगले से कौन प्यार करेगा? ये पगली है, पगली. एक पगला एक पगली है. और तुम भी तो पगले हो. बोले इसके पास पावर है. He has any power? He himself is so powerless. All the time he hangs, wants this thing, that thing. He has no power. He हमसे खुद ही मांगता रहता है. हमको क्या देगा? बोले he has knowledge, he has no knowledge. Next birth, few years he will go away. Forget about next birth, he won't be there with me. सोचना जरा सा आप इन सब बातों को. He is knowledgeable, highly ignorant. Our demand of love cannot be set. And problem is, this demand of love, we try to fit in on some person. Demand, इतनी बड़ी demand है. हाँ, we try to fit थाली into कटोरी. We try our best to squeeze the thali into katori. Katori is this big, thali is this big. And whole life is struggle with this. It does not happen. कोई नहीं fulfill कर सकता. No जीव can fulfill this demand. Only Ishwar can fulfill this demand. I hope you are clear and convinced on this point. This is how devotion grows. Devotion is not just emotional something. Devotional is intellectual, solid belief about our 11 factors. Solid belief. That is my prama about God.